First thing we do when connecting up a caravan, we lift up the jockey wheel nice and high. We kind of like line it up best as you can. If you've got a reverse camera, it makes it a lot easier. So now we're gonna push it over. To do that, we'll release the brake, which is the handbrake for the van, and we just push it over a little bit. It's better if you're lined up 100%, and then we slowly go down when it's lined up. With these hitches, we're going to lift it up like that. We're going to go down, and then eventually it should just clip on by itself. There you go, and that means it's lifted up. Now we're going to raise this all the way up, because now we know it's securely onto the car. And the best thing to do is take the jockey wheel off. Take the jockey wheel all the way off. And don't forget to put that back on. Then we have 4 steps. We've got the safety chain. That goes, just latch that on. That's mandatory. And then we have 3 plugs. So we've got the 3 plugs. We've got the red one, which is part of the ESC, which is the electronic stability control. And the car should be fitted with these 3 plugs, and they simply just slide in one. This is for this is power to charge up your fridge and your car and your battery of the camper, and this just plugs in next to it. They're all color coded, so it's quite simple. And the last one is just a normal trailer hitch plug, and that just goes down here. Goes only one way, can only go one way. Just have a look where the pins line up, and that's it. That operates your lights and all that. And make sure the handbrake is off. Now, don't forget to put your jockey wheel away, because that's going to come with you. We'll just store that in there. Now we're right to go. Now we've arrived at our campsite or caravan park, whatever you're doing. We're pretty much going to do the same process. We're going to disconnect the jockey wheel. Oh, we're going to put the jockey wheel back on. And to the lock, if you've got a full drive, you probably want to put on the last one, so it extends very nice and high. And pretty much just unwind it. So now, first thing we're going to do is make sure the brake is on first. So you just lift up this red handle and just clip it into there, just like that. That means the handbrake for the caravan is secured. It's not going to roll away from you. Now with this connecting all the plugs. Just like so. We've got 3 of them here. Now we're ready to disconnect the camper from the caravan. We'll just get all these out of the way. We're going to wind the jockey wheel down. And then we're going to make sure this is unclipped. So you're going to lift that up like that. So you just lift it all the way and pull up. Now it's going to unwind all the way. Now we can proceed to move the car out of the way. The first things we're going to do is we've got a level here. We're just going to level the front. Just like so. And as you can see, that way is not level, but what you can do is put something underneath each tyre, one of the tyres, to level whichever side you've got to raise it or lower it on. But we level stabilizer bars. You pretty much just pull that, center it off. Sometimes the ground might be crooked, so whichever way it is, it doesn't really matter. And then you've got the tool, and you can unwind them. And you do that for all 4. all four, all the way around. With this pop top, we've got 4 locking devices that holds the pop top from going up and making it airtight. And there's four, one in each corner. I've already taken the other ones off, so now pretty much we're ready to go up. We've got a remote control here, and you just press up until it's fully up. Erected, we're going to proceed and pull each bed out on either side. Just get your hands in. It's quite easy to slide out. Slides out really good. Now I like to keep all my support bars under here so I don't lose them for each bed. So just take one out, 2, and also the supports to hold up the pop top, which I'll show you what happens then. And this is the tool that's to put you stabilize. You'll do this stage before anything else, just to stabilize the caravan. So that's the tool. Now we're ready to put the supports in, and this is quite easy. So you would slide it into this side, and then under here, if you come inside here, you'll see a clip. And what we're going to use our shoulder. And we're just going to push that up and go down. Don't use your strength, just use your body to lift it up. And we're going to do the same for both sides. Simple as that. Now we're going to walk around to the back. Now we're going to slide out the back bed, same way. I always keep my supports under here. So we've got 1, 2, and also we've got these go on each corner of the camper van. Actually, I'll show you that now. What to do. Black goes on black. It's a push down. You can see a little hole up there. And that's just a safety precaution, and they go on each 4 sides. Now, we're going to put these on. You've got a short side and a long side. The short side goes into the bottom of the caravan, and the long side goes underneath the base. Same situation. Just put your shoulder into it, and just always make sure the bed's pulled out all the way, and just makes stuff easier. Once again, short side in first. Lift your shoulder and down. Now we're going to erect the shower, which is quite simple. They've got gas struts, so what we're just going to stand here. We're going to push that one that side. We're going to pull this one that side. We're going to raise this one, which kind of like goes like that. You just push it together, line it up with your hands roughly. You clip it there. You've got another one here. Just make sure it's all lined up. Another one over here. Like that. So that's erected. We're going to undo this. We don't need this lock anymore, so that can stay open because now this is the door we'll be using. So that opens and closes. You've got the toilet and the shower. That goes onto the ground. Now you can pop that up. Then what you do, pull these down. And what they do, I'll put the light on it here. And these just Velcro on the inside here, and you've got another one here, and that just Velcro's just there. And over here you've got a skylight and also a fan. I haven't got the main power on, and there's a light switch there. So that's pretty much it. The toilet, how that works, you open and close it. That's your flusher. There's a red light to say when it's full, when you should empty your cartridge. And that's about it. Now that we've put the shower up, we can proceed to push out the canvas for the beds. I haven't Velcroed any of the outside areas yet because this is going to make it a lot easier to push in. So we're going to get the bolt there. It's pretty simple. Just put it underneath, push it up there, and now it's pretty flexible because I haven't velcroed anything. Just going to push it. You might need 2 hands. You might have to stand up on here if you're shorter, and that just clips down. I'm going to do the same for the other side. I'm going to go like that, just like so. Push up and down, and that's how we put the beds up. Now, this also turns into a bed. I'll show you how to do that now. So we're going to take the pillow off here. I'm going to take the pillow off this one. While I've got it up, I want to show you this is where the battery's kept, and some circuit breakers and some fuses in case something's not working. There might be a safety switch that's gone off or something along those lines that you might have to get into this section sometimes. Now, what we're going to do for the bed, you're going to lift it up like so. You're going to clip, squeeze your hands there, clip that there, and this will sit there just like so. And then you put your pillows back, and this one goes that side, and there is an extra pillow that comes with it, which is here, and that pretty much just goes like that. Squeeze it in there nice and tight, and that becomes a bed for small kids. The trickiest thing for a pop-top caravan is most probably the door. So what we're going to do here, we're going to push on the outside area and hold it there, and this will swing it down. It's safe, it's pretty easy to hold, it's not too heavy. And now what we're going to do, we're going to lift and we're going to sit it down. Just line it up as best as you can. We're going to sit it and line it up like that. Once we've got it lined up, we're going to put these clips in. We've got one there, and we've got another one up there. So this one's, you've got to put a little bit of force here, because what we're going to do now is we're going to push the top just like so. Make sure the camper van's always lifted all the way up. It makes things a lot easier. So at the moment we are all the way up, and now we're going to pull that down and they go straight in. And now we're going to open this section. So if you come out, so we're going to, this clip comes off. Now we're going to join the 2 doors together. So you just go like that, and now the door's complete. Now all we have to do next is Velcro. So we're going to pull the door shut like that. The Velcro is, what I do, I normally do the inside first. So you've got the main ones here. Oh, that's it, I'm done. Okay, Velcro there. So put it like that, stays like that. You got that side there. That goes like that. That comes over the top. There's Velcro grip points there. You can roughly see what's happening. It goes to there. So that's the door. Now we can pop out. Slide out here. And we've got more Velcro. I normally have a step to do this, but there's a Velcro here that goes on the inside there. So you get a nice, good, clean finish on either side. So there's no draft that comes in. Once we've completed that, we've got these poles. Like I said, we'll put one over there. I'll just show you again for reference. Push down, go straight up. This goes over the top on each corner. Like I said, you might need a step, goes over the top. Now you can proceed on strapping down the beds, because we've now pushed them out. So we're going to go around each side just to make sure it's all the way down, nice and flush. We're going to try and go as tight as we can. So we're going to pull, grip, pull, and grip, pull and grip. We're going to come around to this side and pretty much do that all the way around. And all around the whole camper, just make sure all the Velcros are on everywhere, and that would be the Velcro stage would be complete. Just make sure once we have the Velcros are done. Okay, once we've done pretty much the majority of the work, now we're going to connect the whole camper to power. So first things first, get to the campsite, get your extension lead. You would need a 20 amp lead, because the earth is a lot bigger. So it's a 20 amp, and that slides straight in there. That means we've got power. Now, what the power does, if you come inside, now once we've got the power on, the first thing we do is you take this cushion off. So you can leave this, like I leave it on, but this is it actually is on. That is the heater, electric heater. So the heater, as soon as you plug it in, will start heating up the water. And that switch is already on, so you don't have to worry about that. It only comes on once you plug it in. So once you unplug it, it doesn't work. So then we walk to the fridge. Oh, we've got a main power point here. This is the main power for the whole caravan. This will operate your lights. And your microwave will now be working because it's plugged into power. And the fridge. Now the fridge, once you get on site, you want to switch the fridge to PowerPoint mode. That means now it's going to run on the power from the campsite. Once we pack up the caravan and you're going to go to a different destination, you're going to switch it to battery mode. So when you drive in your car, the fridge is going to stay cold because you've got that grey wire into the car. So if you're on holidays, you would never need to switch it off. If you don't have access to power and you have to use gas, this is the gas. So you open up your gas bottle at the front of the caravan, you would ignite it. That will show green to say, yep, the gas is on, it's cooling down, and that situation. But usually, once you leave your home from storage, this will stay pretty much on power or battery mode the whole time. Now, because we're packing it up away, we're going to put it off. And the fridge opens by push that button up, and there you go. We've got a freezer and fridge. And here we've got the stovetop. We've got an electric. So this works. So if you haven't got gas in your gas bottle, that's fine because you've still got the electric part of the stovetop. And that's just a standard grill that works on gas. Actually might work on power. I haven't used it, but it might work on power. On this side here, we're going to turn on the 12-volt pump. There's a little button here that turns on the pump. Now you've got water in the caravan, but in this case we do have direct water inlet into this caravan, so we can plug directly into the van, which I'll show you in the next clip. And now they've got everything's pretty much done in the van, so the air conditioner is ready to run. This only works when you're plugged in on-site power. The remote controls here. Pretty much, you turn it on. If you want the heater on, the sun has to be on. So you have to go press the mode button until the sun comes up, which is there, and you can set your temperature. If you want the aircon on, you have to put the little snowflake, and then the aircon works. And that's how you do it. And you pretty much point it to, you point it up there, and then she'll change. It'll tell you here what temperature you got to set at and what modes are on as well, just to make sure. This is the toilet compartment. This is where the waste goes. Now, this is where I keep all the stuff. A campsite usually doesn't have one of these to go onto, so you always keep one of these spare. This goes into that, and this, I'll show you what happens there. But anyway, so we've got the toilet compartment. So this is clipped in. Lift that up. Now the flusher unit, to fill up that water, we've got a water level indicator here for the flusher unit, and you have to fill that up with water pretty much every time you empty that. You just top it up, and that's the pink chemical. So you put this on the top. You put in about 150 mils of pink chemical, and then fill it up completely to the top until the water level indicator is full. And that's for the flushing unit. Once that's done, you take that off and you fill up this. This is the water, the waste catcher, and you fill this up with the blue chemical. So pretty much 150 mil of blue chemical with 2.5 liters of water, which and that's it there. To empty this waste trap, you can fill it up from here with the water, and also you probably empty it from this part as well. So you pretty much, to empty it, undo that, and you just, there's a handle here, and you just tip it out into the waste discharge points at caravan sites. So now that's done. Okay, to put it back in, you simply just put the back wheels in, you slide it. We're going to put this must go there so you don't lose it. You slide it, and you hear it clip. And you hear it clip, and that there's a locking pin, and you know it's locked because that sits behind this ridge there. Now, to connect the water. So you've got your hose. And this simply just plugs into here. And you plug your hose from the caravan site into here. That's why I've got this little connection. It's a pass through. You connect your hose into there. In this case, you don't need to turn on your 12-volt pump underneath the sink. That can stay off because it's going to use the mains pressure that's going to run through the caravan. The filling point for the water for the caravan is here. So we're going to push it in with the hands, turn it, and open. And that you just put fresh water in there. It holds about 90 litres. That should last, a few showers. It's just for emergency if you haven't got water at the campsite. Put this on a very tricky. So we're going to push in. We're going to push in and turn back. It's going to be a bit tricky to start off with, but we're going to push, turn to open it. We have an outdoor shower here. So this one has to stay locked because that's how it closes, which would be the F17 key. It says F17 on the lock. Pretty much just undo it. There's the outdoor shower and the hot and cold water, just pretty basic, and that's how that works. So, and the key pretty much stays on there. So maybe you might have this on a separate key ring to make it easier, but yeah. Hose that comes with the camper, usually. So what this does is all your shower water and all the water in the kitchen sink goes straight into the sewage pipe or the stormwater pipes at the campsites, which is usually not too far from the camper. That's why I've got a long hose. This simply just put it up there, and then the water will flow out into the you put that into the sewerage. This is the stick for the awning. It's quite simple. You pop it in. You can see actually in there, you just turn it a little bit so it doesn't fall out. You hold here and you wind. Now we're going to keep winding it out. For shorter people, we're going to wind out pretty much until you can touch this part here. So now that we've winded out the awning, we're going to come here, we're going to flick our fingers across. That's going to pull that out. We're going to do the same thing here. Pull that out. We can proceed by turning these like so. Just everything's gentle. It doesn't have no force is required. If you're using the force, it's not going to be right. So we're going to lift up this white clip all the way to the top. We're going to put the bottom in first, and then we'll slip the clip down. We're going to do this to both sides. Don't ever use force. If it's a bit hard, then we turn that a little bit. And the same thing. You're going to lift that up, bottom in first, slide the clip down. Now pretty much you want to lift up your. Now we're going to wind out the awning as far as you want it. So we're not going to go too far. It's pretty windy. We do have straps inside the caravan that holds this point down, and also these legs can be pegged down to the ground, so they don't have to go back into the camper. Peg them straight to the ground, and there's an additional strap that goes to the ground to make it stronger. Now, to lift it up, we're going to push it up like that. We're going to grab this, we're going to flick it all the way back, and that will hold it like so. We're going to do that to both sides. So we're going to push it up like that, pretty much level it off, lift that up, clip it, and that's going to stay like that. So the awning now we'll be packed out our camper van, and now we want to go home, so we're going to pack it all out. This has got a light there, by the way. And this is outdoor power point, just for reference. Sometimes I put a table here, plug in my toaster. Now we're going to pack up the caravan. We're going to pretty much do the opposite of everything. unclip those little clips, this will start coming down on either side, like so. We're going to wind this up. You can wind it up while it's still connected. This will automatically start bringing it in. Wind it up. Now we've got to see, you've got to lift up the white part. There you go. Remember, no force is needed. We're going to turn this in. We're going to turn that. We're going to make sure that clip's open. We'll do the same to this side. Lift up that white part. That should fall out. We'll turn in here. This little clip there, if you can see that, can you film up here? That little clip, it goes like that. Now we're going to go each side. We're going to push that in. Very simple, gentle. Same thing on this side, gentle. Now we can proceed to keep winding the awning all the way in. Just like so. You lift this up, turn it, and it should drop out. And then we continue the pack up. For the pack up, the first thing you want to do is pack up, unvelcro these on the rear bed, unvelcro everything, along with the side velcros. Make sure these are undone, because I'm going to show you now why I'm going to undo this now. So come in and follow me. We'll just make life easier. Okay, so pretty much we've done that first, so we can get this bar off. If we were to put the shower down, you won't be able to get to this section. So pretty much, you push, pull. While we're here, we've got the fridge. Okay, we're going to go drive now. So we're going to put this to battery mode. On the switch on the far left to battery, that means we're ready to drive. And now we start bringing the shower and the ensuite down. So we've got those clips on either side, one clip, two clip. It's pretty sturdy, it doesn't fall, just be careful because it can just fall on you. But so slowly, and this one comes down first, so give that a push, like that. And that one comes down. You just walk up and lift that a little bit. And that's how that, make sure this is all shut. Now the shower's packed up, as simple as that. Now we pretty much can start on this side. Same things, Velcro comes off first. So if you're waiting here, I'll quickly come outside and show you how to do the Velcro. In this stage here, you can start taking these off so that you're ready to go. And there's one at the back here. And while you've got the door open, you can undo this part. So that clips like that. So that door's ready to together now. So come back inside the caravan. We'll continue this part. So now we've got the door. So we're going to pull it nice and tight. Going to swing that across. We can undo all the Velcros now. Is there and there. One's at the top, to the side. We've got two more golden ones here on either side, and we've got one more gold one at the back. Once that's all completed, we can proceed by put your hands towards the top of the door, pull back slowly, lift up from the bottom. It's not too heavy, and just swing it up over your head. One hand. Now we're going to push on this side to bring that side up, and they'll cause the angle. And then you just clip it in into the holes there. And the door's done. Now, we can proceed. Okay, so you got the hot water unit. You can switch that off or you can leave it on, doesn't really matter. People say switch it off because I'm not sure if they do. Yeah, that's the wrong seat. Same thing with this side. We're going to push, now we've unvelcroed it all, so it makes life easier. So we're going to just push, pull it down, like so. You can also, to make it life even easier to take these bars off, you can take off the supports that are under each bed, and it gives it a little bit more jiggle room, which makes it a lot easier as well. Make sure all the curtains are kind of like in the middle. That one's okay. It's just as long as it's on the bed kind of thing, so you don't stuff it. Make sure that's down, that's down. Now we're pretty much done for the inside. Don't use too much energy. Use your shoulder. You might need a step. Use your shoulder. And you might have to get your hand and just give it a little bit of a thump. And we'll keep that. I'll keep these. Always keep these under the bed so I don't get mixed up which one goes where. And the same for this one. Just use the shoulder. Lift up. And now we're going to put these under here. As long and also these side poles. Stable size of bars, so always keep one. Always keep one. This side I've got two actually. Just put them underneath the bed, and now we can slide this bed in because we know we're complete. So now we can just push it. So stand in the middle, lift it just slightly. We've got to make sure all the corners look nice. You know, so nothing tears, make sure nothing's grabbing. Push it like so. And once that's done, you can continue to push in. If you're shorter, you can stand up on here as well. Close that, stand up on there. You push the bed all the way in, as far as it can go. Tuck that in under there. Make sure once again the corners look good, which they are. And same with this side. Make sure the corners are good. All the velcros are off on either side. We're going to do the same with the back here. Hit your shoulder. You can that one here, you can pull out from there first because it's the short side. Thumb there, just a little bit of a tap out. Same thing, shoulder, let it go, tap out. Bars here. We do have that nice support bar at the back here as well. One of the corners. Make sure all the velcros are off, just a quick visual. Go ahead, push this bed in. Then we're going to make sure nothing's grabbing once again. Like that. Now we can continue to push in all the way. Make sure those corners are nice. Now we're pretty much completed. Now we can start bringing the caravan down. Get your remote control handy. Start going down. And pretty much bring it down all the way to a level like this. You can walk around and just tuck everything in, but we'll get it down a lot first before we start. Now we've brought the caravan, the lid down. We're just going to go through it, make sure everything's pushed in, nice and tucked in. This is the blue safety cable so it doesn't overextend. Make sure that's in. It's pretty much the whole camper like that. Make sure that's in. Now we've got the power point here. Push all that in here, like so. Now, we just got to make sure one thing, that we've always turned off the main switch. So we're going to walk around here. While this is still a little bit up, we can get inside and store stuff. And as you can see, we've left the main switch on. Just going to lean in, turn that off. That means nothing's going to run in there. You won't have left the light on and stuff. So now we're going to come back around here, finish off, do our walk around check, make sure everything's tucked in. We've got the power point still connected. You can unplug that, put that down, put that in a pump. That's very, very solid device. So you might have to get a big finger, 2 hands, and just pull that open. That's a TV aerial port here as well, an outdoor one, where the antenna connects to. And that's it, we've done our walk around. Now we can continue going all the way down. Just keeping visual. There's some loose stuff there, but we'll bring it down and we'll have a look how that's going to sit. You've got a remote, so you can just, make sure you don't get your hand in there. Just push in like that. There's a sensor there. Always got to be careful of that one. So it's looking good on that side. Walk around this side. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. The front here got some stuff hanging out. We're going to put that in. Now we're going to continue going all the way down. As you come to a stop. It looks pretty good. This side's a little bit higher up. Sometimes you might need to give it a little bit of a push, or there'll be some cloth hanging out. So what we're going to do is just raise it a little bit. Just going to tuck that in, like that. And just double check, everything's just tucked in. Just like so. Now that we're all the way down, we can put these clips on. So that works, that's fine. If it doesn't reach, and you push the beds all the way in, make sure the bed's always pushed in, you can unwind that to reach that side and then come down. Now this side might be an example because we're not all the way down. As you can see, we haven't come all the way down here. Sometimes you just got to give it a pull. That's not going to reach, so what's going to happen, we're going to unwind this. And that's going to reach now. We're going to pull it down, and this might take a few times, but now you wind it back in, and they'll come down and pull it more. And you can keep doing that, and as you drive, it should come lower and lower, and eventually just sit nice and flush. You've got the 4 clips on either sides. That one's come nicely. But you don't want to go too tight. You don't want to break anything. So that's borderline tight there. That's the most. So maybe we might loosen it off a bit. 2 turns, and she's done there. You can take away this hose. You can pack that away. You've got a tap here. Now we've got the stabilizer bars. We've got this tool here. So you're going to go around to each corner. You're going to wind them in, and we're going to pull that. Lift it up, clips in. Got the same thing on both sides. Wind it up, clips in. Got the step, and that there is it. This is the Bush Challenger 4 with ensuite. Had it erected and put it back down again. Thank you.